In today's tutorial, I am going to show you how to design this beautiful process flow in PowerPoint. I have already designed likewise process flow for a client in Illustrator and I got $20 for that process flow. I am going to show you how that process flow. Look at this. This is a process flow that I have designed for my client on Fiverr. Let's get started. Go to format background. We will give it some different color. I think make it little bit light, this color for background. Okay, go to insert, view, enable guideline, and pick this curve and start from here, click and click here, click here, click here, click here. Yes, we are going and to make this process flow through this grid lines. Click here, click here. Yes, friends, I'm using version 2019, and during the design I'm using some keys. You are watching these keys at the below bar of the video. Follow these keys. Take this shape by holding shift and drag it, and I'm going to see here how it looks. Take this and rotate little bit and place it here. We will give it some gradient. I think orange color will be okay. To visible its gradient, we will make little bit light color at one stop, that the gradient make show visible. Go to shape outline, make it no outline. We will give it some shadow effect. 70 transparency will be okay. 103 size will be okay, I think so. Go to insert, take an all shape. Okay, Control D to duplicate it. We will make all shape later on, and put this shape on the line perfectly aligned to each other. These shapes must be aligned to each other. Rotate it and place at the center of the line. Control D to duplicate it, rotate it, and place at the center of the line. You can pick points on your choice. How many points do you need? You can pick points on your choice. You can pick any points. Control D to duplicate it. Okay, little bit. I'm going to align it through the arrow keys, and Control D to duplicate it and place it here. It will take a little bit time, but align perfect that it's look like beautiful, and it gives a beautiful look and premium look. align these shapes to each other perfectly. Control D to duplicate it. It's okay. Control D to duplicate it and rotate by holding shift. Control D to duplicate it and rotate by holding shift. We can take 14 points on this process line. You can use this design for your workflow, process flow chart. Take an oval shape and make it little bit smaller by holding shift alt. By holding shift alt, when you are dragging it, it's is going to small or big from all directions. You will give it some gradient and line gradient. I am going to give it. It is, keep in mind please that the line gradient will be inverse to the fill gradient. Line gradient will be inverse to the fill gradient. The direction of line ingredient will be inverse to the fill gradient. We will make the stroke little bit thicker. Go to shadow effect and we will give it some shadow effect. I think so that's okay. Transparency will be 70 on 03 size. Blur is 5 is okay. And now Control D to duplicate it and place one by one on all shape over on all shapes and make it align perfectly at the center of the shape. Control D to duplicate it and place it at the center of the shape. Select this one, select the line, curve line, and we will take an arrow at the end of the line and we will give it some different color to this line and make it more thicker. I think this color will be okay. It is very visible. Now we will give it some shadow effect also. One, it's okay. We will bring some icon. We need 14 icons for this. You can find your desired icon here at the icon search. Insert your search and according to your text you can find icons here. Okay, Friends, please subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon to get every time a new design. We need 14 icon. Go to insert and the icon will be inserted to the slide by holding shift and make it little bit smaller. You will give it some different color, and now place one by one these icons on the over the old shape. Icon must be at the center of the old shape, old circle, that it looks beautiful. You can increase or decrease these points according to your requirements. I have some written text. To bring this text, Control C and Control V to place it here. I'm using every time written text to save the time. We will make the hidden fonts color with some different color. Control D to duplicate it and place one by one to every shape. You can put your logo at the center of this process flow, as I have put the business infographic at the center, and you can put your logo at the center of this process flow, as I did for my client. He needs a collaborate roadmap, and his trade, he has a transport trade, and I put a truck logo for at the center on for my client. Make it little bit size big for the fonts, and I think so 53 will be okay, 52 will be okay. And here you can put your logo at the center of this process flow, and I'm going to change its color. It's okay. I need an industry icon to bring and put it at the center of this process flow also. Yes, this one. Insert and drag it, convert to shape. Control G to group it and drag it by holding Shift Alt, that it makes bigger from all direction. And I am going to place here, I am going to make its color different. I am going to align it